So I have my answer, and you have to take into consideration. I think this is what a lot of the chat is doing is how much is Julio Jones impacting your answer? Right? Isn't he the X factor? Because if it was just Josh Reynolds and A.J. Brown and Ferkser, I think everybody says over. Don't you think?
Yeah.
So Julio is the X
thing.
factor to this question.
Yes, he is. And Julio, who has practiced 3 times in the month of August, is a very important part of this answer, and his health too. So Derrick Henry averaged over 20 carries a game 2 years ago, averaged over 23 carries a game last season. So I think the way you set up Derrick Henry's contract, it's very team friendly. You ride this guy as hard as you possibly can because you have the Super Bowl championship window right now. And so I think you have to take advantage of Derrick Henry and give him as many carries as he possibly can handle. And he's shown you that he can handle because he got stronger in all of the like we
He
forget.
always
Like,
gets strong. In December, he turns into El Tractorcito.
yes, like the last 2 week 17s, the last game of the season, he's gone well over 200 yards in that game in week 17s. Like 2 consecutive week 17 200 plus yard performances.
Well, he sees the finish line, right? He wanted the rushing title, and then he wanted 2,000 yards.
Yes,
and
but you know what they also had to do? They also had to win those 2 games. Like they were in the situation where they had to have both those games against the Texans, and they were both more competitive than they should have been.
Correct.
And so Derrick Henry got them there. And then in 2019, he was even stronger in the 2 weeks after that in the playoffs.
Yeah, but in 2019, that last Texans game, they could have sat him down.
They could have.
So there's nuance to that.
They gave him one more drive, and Derrick Henry says, I don't need one more drive. I just need one more play. And he took it to the house.
Right. So here's where I'm at. I think Julio's going to get a lot more catches, right? So that's going to take away from run plays. I still think Todd Downing is smart enough to know who the best player on the field is. It's not Tannehill, it's not A.J. Brown, and it's not Julio Jones. It's Derrick Henry. Curious still to find out what top 10 type player he is.
When the hell is that coming? Did you figure that out before the show?
I couldn't figure it out. I don't know.
Stupid. The NFL
PR job by the NFL Network.
Yes.
Well, they're dragging it out. We're talking about it, so it's not. It's actually smart. But then what's the difference between Jonnu and Ferkser? Now, Jonnu was not used late in the year because of Taylor Lewan's injury as much as he was those first 5 games.
In the passing game. He was used a lot in the run game.
Right. So I am going to say under. I think A.J. Brown and Julio Jones will impact this offense more than we think.